Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
And I'm Whitney Ward. A Central Valley High School student was arrested today for making a shooting threat towards the school. The Spokane County Sheriff says the 16-year-old admitted to making that threat because he didn't want to give two class presentations. Police say no evidence or weapon was ever found. The student was charged for a felony for threat to bomb or injure property. And East Valley High School leaders canceled classes today after another threat was written in the boys' bathroom. According to a letter from the district, that threat was warning kids to stay home on Friday or they would be shot up. District officials still investigating. They say they do not know who wrote that letter. The lost school day will be made up on either May 22nd or June 12th, and that decision is going to be made at the school's board meeting, which is coming up on February 25th. This does make the fourth school threat at East Valley since November. And coming up in our 6 o'clock newscast tonight, we talked to Spokane County Sheriff's Office to learn more about the consequences that students can face when they make these kinds of threats. They're not taking it lightly. We'll have more tonight at 6.
And today marks the second anniversary of the tragic day where a gunman walked into a high school in Parkland, Florida, and killed 17 people. The former student accused of opening fire with an AR-15 rifle is awaiting trial. Members of the community have declared February 14th a day of service and love where students and staff give back to their schools by participating in landscaping, painting, and other art projects.
I myself lost a couple of friends too, so it is a little hard. And we have to continue to safeguard this community and continue to heal together.
More than $100 million has been invested in safety and security measures in Florida public schools since that shooting.
And schools all across Florida took part in a moment of silence for those Parkland victims. It was held at 10:17 a.m. when elementary students served first responders brunch and then gave out handmade Valentines. Kids also released red and white balloons in memory of the lives that were lost that day. The massacre was exactly 2 years ago on Valentine's Day, and it certainly inflamed the nation's debate over gun control. It turned some Parkland students into political activists, giving rise to some of the biggest youth demonstrations since the Vietnam era. Back here at home, quite a sunshiny Valentine's Day so far, but hey, up in the mountains, some more snow expected, right?
Yeah, we're seeing the snow falling in the mountains right now. More snow, heavy snow expected for the mountains. We could get a little bit of snow here in the lower elevations as well. Let's talk about that winter weather advisory. This is going through tonight through 7 o'clock in the evening. Again, this is for above the 3,000 foot level, so above where most towns are located. Also a winter weather advisory in effect through the weekend, up through Sunday midnight, over for parts of the Cascade Range in Washington and even down into areas of Oregon. So here you go right now. Not much in the way of precipitation falling. It's snow in the higher elevations, scattered showers across eastern Washington and southeastern Washington, but more is on the way. There's a closer look at the radar. And again, it depends on your location where you're going to see rain or snow or your elevation. And again, pretty widely scattered showers there. For the weekend, we'll talk about rain and snow showers. Tomorrow morning, most likely we'll get some wet snow falling in the Spokane area, making for slippery driving conditions. For areas of northern Idaho on Saturday, like the Silver Valley, you're going to get a lot more snow over there in the mountains. The passes are going to be downright treacherous. We'll look for lingering rain and snow showers in on Sunday, but as you look at that those daytime highs, Whitney, you can see that it starts out as snow but then transition to rain as we look for a high of 40 on Saturday and 42 on Sunday. I'll take a more in-depth look at your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you. The coronavirus in China has led to abandoned shopping malls and people stuck in their homes. You're looking at a picture right now of Tim Reeves, who actually grew up in Spokane. He's a graduate of East Valley High School and Eastern Washington University. He currently lives in China working as an English teacher. He says schools, restaurants, government agencies, and most banks have closed. Grocery stores and pharmacies are really the only ones keeping their doors open. Our Dana Marie McNichol talked to Reeves about his life that in China seems to have come to a temporary halt.
I live right across the street from what is normally a very busy and packed mall, and everything is closed except for the supermarket. Masks are mandatory in public places right now in China. Intercity travel, so traveling to other cities, is restricted to essential.
So he tells us he checks in daily via text with his apartment complex management, confirming that he doesn't have any symptoms of the virus. He says everyone here just wants to live life and get it back to normal as soon as possible. For now, he is waiting it out among the millions of others in China, hoping that virus will soon come to an end.
Oh, those were eerie pictures in the mall.
No kidding.
Well, there is a new device in the fight against opioid addiction. It's now available in southern Illinois. It's called the Bridge. A spokesperson for the non-narcotic treatment facility, Recover Us Centers, says the device is small enough to fit in the palm of the client's hand and sits behind the ear. Then electrical signals are sent from the device and they travel from the nerve points in a client's ear to the brain. Recover Us says this helps the brain calm down.
I've had women that felt like they couldn't even be a mom or pick up their kids from school anymore. And being able to utilize this device in our therapies, they just start crying.
If it works, this could be huge. Recover Us health officials say the treatment lasts 5 days, and then after that, they say you're more likely to continue to sobriety, and that's no matter the patient's background. They see successful results and futures.
Such a lack of life and sound. All that's left is bare, muddy ground. A magnificent tree was murdered.
Well, it's a musical tribute to trees that was delivered before the Seattle City Council meeting on Wednesday. The woman dressed in bright green with a leafy headdress also accompanying that performance. The tree activist group is urging City Council there to update Seattle's tree ordinance. They want to prevent urban forests from getting chopped for development. Footage from that city song was tweeted, dubbing it Tree Murder. The song, or the video, has had more than 100,000 views just in the next day.
And Senator Sanders will hold a rally in Tacoma on Monday, campaigning ahead of the Washington State presidential primary March 10th. Representative Pramila Jayapal is expected to be at the rally alongside Sanders. Ballots will be mailed to the state's registered voters on February 21st. The Sanders rally is free and open to the public.
So this is a reunion that was long overdue for this dog owner in Spokane. Ryland Brown is an airman who was stationed at Fairchild Air Force Base. The dog is named Wrangler, and he was rescued from a hoarder house in Texas. Well, Brown says his friend actually gave that dog away, used to be his, when he left for basic training, and he had hope that someday they would be able to be together again. And today that hope paid off, all thanks to Wrangler being microchipped.
He is still very much the Wrangler I had. He's super sweet, and he still does that crazy little play jump.
So authorities said a home in Montgomery County, Texas, where Wrangler was found along with nearly 200 animals. Investigators say the conditions were some of the worst they had ever seen.
It's been 3 years that they were apart, so it took Wrangler a little bit of time to realize that.
But he's figuring it out
just fine.
Aww.
Well, it is Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, as they say. Or perhaps it's butterflies in your stomach. For some, today is about celebrating a new love.
Yes, but for others, it's about cherishing another year of success together. Jen York and Evan Narani actually sat down with one Spokane couple, married now nearly 75 years, to answer the age-old question, what's the secret? Here's what they had to say.
We've been married for so long, I kind of forget the beginning years, but she's just been a real help and always good-natured, always friendly.
He listens, intelligent, fun, lots of fun, and humorous. Oh my goodness, he really can be funny. But he's just an all-around good fellow.
I'm gonna take that to the bank.
Why are you laughing, Earl?
Well, I will have to say that I was attracted to Arlene. She had a wonderful disposition. I never saw her out of sorts, and I just couldn't get over her approach to life, I guess. She just made it all so worthwhile and was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
I was asked one time, what is one word that you would describe of just your life? Attitude. Attitude. If you've got a good attitude, you'll make it anywhere.
Arlene had to work long and hard to acquaint me with the meaning of patience. Don't worry about it. It'll take care of itself, and I'd get in a rage and say, but we got to do this, we got to do that. I know, just calm down, calm down.
Arlene, earlier Earl said that you were the greatest thing that's ever happened to him. What is it? What do you feel when he says stuff like that?
Well, I know he means it. You know, that's what's so nice about it. But could you always keep the good thoughts? Always dismiss the bad thoughts. Just think of the good thoughts.
We got married in 1948. I remember I was 21, Arlene was 20. And we have been married 72 years, and I can't think of a single time when it was not pleasant or worthwhile.
People ask you for advice, I just say praise. And the kids, I always praise. I think of the word praise. I praise him a lot, and we praise each other. I said, well, Earl, you're looking dapper today. Or Arlene will say, he'll say, well, you're looking okay. I mean, you're like,
Well, you picked well. I mean, obviously.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. I chose well. No, he's been really good for me.
That is
Wow.
so cute, and they bring up some good points. Choose well, obviously important, but think of the good thoughts.
All the
Focus
time.
on that, because we could all focus on the negative, but where's that going to get us?
And really, that's great advice, not just in relationship, but like your work relationships.
true.
Or they know how to do it
Yes.
right, so there's no arguing.
Yes, we need to
They're
follow
it.
their advice.
That's it, done.
I love it.
Thank you.